This is not chasing 70 degrees. This is the opposite of chasing 70 degrees. So where have we been the last 3 days? Well, we had to come back to Alamogordo. Let me put my seatbelt on before it starts chiming at me. We had to come back to Alamogordo, New Mexico. We had to get rid of a lot of stuff, which after being on the road for almost a year now, we have really determined, and because you'll bring a lot of stuff. You'll downsize to get into your RV, but then you bring all this stuff that you think you're going to use, and oh, we need to have good clothes, we need to have this, we need to have a suit, haven't used a suit in the past year. So we had a lot of clothes, plus I had some uniform items I needed to put in storage. We like keeping our storage here. We only have a small storage unit, but we like keeping our storage unit here because it's a dry climate for the most part. It's not humid. You will have to deal with dust, but you won't have to deal with humidity that can sometimes equate to mold and mildew and all that stuff. We stayed at the Moose Lodge, number 2016. It's our Moose Lodge here in Alamogordo. Great people. That's always been there. Anyways, they allow you to have 2 RV. It's only 30 amp, which is not bad. There's no water, there's no sewer, but we had 30 amp service and it was on donation. So I mean, it's a budget friendly way to travel. So remember that as you travel, if you're looking at doing this full-time RV life, this is not a bad way. I mean, utilize stuff if you're a member of them. Utilize that stuff. We stay at the Elks Lodge. We stayed at the Elks in Amarillo, and they have 50 amp service there. So use your Elks Lodge, use your Moose Lodges, use your VFWs, the American Legion. If you're a member of any of these groups, then by all means call them if you're traveling along your way, because if you're a member of one, you can use the facilities at other. Like Dan's an Elks in Warrensburg. He's an Elks member through Warrensburg chapter in Missouri, but we've stayed at Elks Lodges a few places. If you're just going to do a one-night stop, these places are really good. They usually, I know some of the Elks will have you pay. Our Moose Lodge here, it was on donation, so just call ahead and see what they have, see if they can even support your rig. We have some dog mounts to step down, but it's a good budget friendly, because our storage unit was here in town. We opted not to stay at fam camp because it was further away from where we were at. So, and there you would have full hookups, but just for 3 days. Well, actually it was supposed to be 4, but whew, this Arctic blast is about to come in and just smoke check all of America pretty much, and all these southern states are not used to getting snow and that cold of weather are about to get hit. So we didn't plan on leaving here. It's Saturday right now. We didn't plan on leaving here until Sunday, and because it's going to drop down to like 9 degrees or some craziness like that, I have to go back and look at it. We opted to hustle through everything. We did have dinner last night with some friends here, so that was good. But then, Kristen, thank you for having dinner with us and the boys. So right now we're headed to dump because we didn't have full hookups. We're back on the road, headed east, trying to beat this cold weather, but I think we're gonna fall into it tomorrow. But we will be heading back to our dealership for a little bit. We gotta go pick up some mail anyway, again, instead of just sending, because we're gonna be in the area. So we're just gonna go back by Escapees, pick up our mail. But while we're there, we are going to, there is 1,000 Trails, I think, in Willis, Texas. We're probably gonna stay there while we wait for them to get us in to do some of the minor things that's already been broke on this. It happens. But anyway, this is pretty much what a travel day looks like. So here we are. I don't even, where are we at? Have we went through Van Horn yet?
Yeah, Van Horn was at mile marker 140. I honked there when we passed the RV resort.
So when we were in El Paso, it was like 61 degrees. We are now at 27, and this is what we're driving in. It's already starting to freeze to the windshield, so this is that free, like everything is all covered in frost. So yeah, we are trying to get off the road as quick as possible. We were thinking about boondocking, but I do not want to boondock in this. Dan, do you want to boondock in this?
No.
You hear that? He doesn't want to boondock in this either. This is crazy. And the thing is as you're driving on I-10, I wish I would have turned the camera on, because you could see it was like a wall. It was like a wall of, was it frozen air? I don't even know how to explain that. Because once we drove into it, this is what it turned into once we hit it. It was insane. I'll film again when we figure out where it is we're going to sleep and how we're going to stay warm tonight, because the furnace definitely will be used, because now it says 25. We went from 60, 61 degrees in El Paso. My thermometer on my car now says 23 degrees. What happened to the Midwest? What do we try to do? This is insane. This is crazy. If we knew that this was what we were going to drive into, we thought it was just going to be cold. I at least thought it was going to be clear. It didn't say nothing about snow right now. So, or we wouldn't even be driving. It really does. It looks like we drove into a freezer, or a deep freeze. This is bananas to me. This is insane. The moisture is collecting. I had the defrost on, but before I didn't, because it, like, you drove into it and it happened all like super quick. It froze. All the condensation or whatever this is in the air was sticking to the windshield. And it turned that defrost on. This is not cool. This is definitely not what I envisioned when I decided I wanted to go full-time RVing. No. This is not chasing 70 degrees. This is the opposite of chasing 70 degrees. So, yeah, we'll let you know what. We'll let you know, I guess, in a little bit what it is that we're actually going to do. Where we're going to stop for the night. I think we're going to try to make it to Fort Stockton. There are some RV parks around there, because I do believe that we need hookups. I don't think that the generator's going to cut it on this one. So yeah, we just pulled over. We hit the rest area. Sorry, we turned on the tank heaters. We still got 51 miles. We're trying to get to a place so we can at least get full hookups. We do have our generator if we have to, but we're trying to get someplace and get hookups. We do have about a third of tank fresh water in there. That's why we turned on the gray and the black are all empty. We emptied those already, but we needed to turn on the freshwater tank heater so we don't freeze that, because we're in 23 degree weather now. So I don't know which one's right. Mine says 23, Dan says 21. So, but we did come across a big sign, one of their big marquees, but it's the ones that they can program and light up from anywhere. And it said we are in freezing fog, so we are going incredibly slow, I think, for interstate, and people are still passing us doing like 60. It's insane, because it's freezing on my windshield, so I know it has to be freezing on the ground. You can see it. It's all built up. It's all slush over here on the right. That's ice. I don't like this, so I'm gonna get off here right now, because we really need to concentrate on the road. Oh wow, so last night we got here, it was dark, so I didn't really get to film too much. It is now 7:47 in the morning, and we are here in where are we at? We're in Fort Stockton. Fort Stockton. Sorry, my mouth is like frozen. I just took that little jack wagon out to use the bathroom, and it's not been fun. I'm getting ready to put on my shoes again after I have my coffee, and I'm gonna take you outside so you can actually see the deep freeze that we're in here in Fort Stockton. It's supposed to drop down. It's 12 right now, and it's supposed to drop down to 9. So we were planning hooking up and leaving. But I don't think we are. They're calling for snow today. I don't know, 1 to 4 inches. So, whew, we'll see. You're gonna have to forgive me, I haven't showered yet. We didn't hook up water last night. We did have about a 30 tank water in our freshwater tank. We got the The heater's on right now and everything works fine with that so far, but you know, that can always change. We are down to 1 propane tank and we used it last night, so we're gonna have to get out today. We're gonna have to fill, because I was trying to turn on the furnace last night and it was blowing out cold air and I was like, what's going on? And the propane tank that we had selected had ran out, so we switched it to the other one. But I bet they're both close to, well, one is empty and I bet the other one is close to empty now.
Good morning. It is Sunday morning before, I think it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, it is about 10 minutes before 9 o'clock. We're going to have to take one of the propane tanks we found that was empty yesterday into Tractor Supply Company and get that filled up. We're going to call them when they open up at 9. Right now, I am going to go ahead and warm up Kevin's 4Runner. If we can get in there, it's frozen, and we'll get that started. Ooh, it is cold, but we'll get the seat warmers all started. And he only has his tank is less than a quarter, so we're going to take his vehicle into town and get him filled up. Tractor Supply Company is only like 2 miles up the road. There's a Walmart available as well, so we're going to get that connected. I wanted to kind of show you exactly what we're dealing with. Okay, I checked. We don't have water. Checked this morning. Yeah, of course the faucet's all, even though they got those covers on it, there's no running water, so the water's off. We're down to about a third tank. We've got an 80-gallon tank. So I'm guessing we probably got about 20-25 gallons of water in the freshwater tank. Lucky for us, this RV resort, it's the Hilltop RV Resort in Fort Stockton, Texas, and they have showers and restrooms. Already went and used them this morning. Didn't take a shower yet, but they got space heaters in them, and they're real nice, cozy, clean, and at least very warm. They also have a laundromat in there, so at least we're safe. We decided we're going to stay here for another 2 nights. It's only 30 bucks a night, and this is why. Look at I-10. That's I-10 down there. Look at the visibility is so bad. I mean, we can see I-10 there, but this is supposed to be the hot country and desert in Texas, so we're not going to go there. The roads were slick coming in. Kevin gave you some footage of yesterday when we came from New Mexico and in El Paso, where it was 66 degrees, and then all of a sudden we got down to 20-some degrees in 30 minutes. It kept dropping as we went through this wall of cold. So we're just going to hang out here. Maybe you can see the little forts there, the iconic Fort Stockton sculpture up there. But this would be nice in the summer, I'm sure. Now, there's not a lot of shade tree, but this is what the campground looks like. So truth be told, we're headed east because we have to go to Willis, Texas, and there are so many places where I-10 is actually closed. They were closed last night because of the storm, from Junction all the way to Kerrville, and that was a good several hundred-mile stretch that we were going to have to go on, and there's no way we were going to try to do that. The other route that we could take to go down to South Texas is 285 down to 90 near Del Rio, but they've got some road closures as well in icy conditions, so it's best to just stay here for 2 days. And on Tuesday, we should be above freezing temperatures. We can fill up with water again and get back on the road at least, and at least be above freezing.
So we do recommend not getting out and driving in this unless you have to, and we absolutely have to. Put your seatbelt on, Dan. As you can see, everything's just frosted over, but we're running low on propane and we're afraid our pipes are going to freeze if we run out of propane, because that's the only way we can get the underbelly. Running the furnace is the only way we can get heat down to the underbelly. We do have a heat lamp that is down there pointed at the Nautilus system right now to keep that going. And Dan, you said it was keeping it warm?
Yeah, it seems nice and warm down there.
So as you can see right now, the I-10 is out that way, straight ahead. Well, it's all this freezing fog. This is very detrimental. This whole like parking area is dirt, but it's like a sheet of ice. Now right now I'm doing pretty good on it. I don't even have it in 4-wheel drive, but I don't know if I'll need to. Do have, well, let's turn that down because that is going to be loud and picking up on the camera. So you're just going to come along with this. We're going to go to Tractor Supply Company, is that what it's called? Tractor Supply. So we can fill our propane. We did call ahead to make sure there was somebody there to fill it, because there's been several times, yeah, they'll be open, but there won't be a certified person there to be able to fill your tanks. So that's where we're going. And plus I am below a 1/4 tank of gas in the chase vehicle. So I'm going to get that filled up. So when we do get clear weather, which is going to look like Tuesday, which means it's probably just going to be a slushy mess, but it is supposed to warm up. We don't have to do anything else here. We'll just go. Yeah, the road's pretty crazy. The snow is falling. I don't know if you can see the little flurries. Sorry about the windshield wipers. Yeah, it's flurries, but that's I-10 to the left. And that car way over there is on the other frontage road. Yeah, I wouldn't want to travel. And we went to Walmart to get some ice scrapers. Go figure they don't have them here because they're not used to it. But there was all kinds of people camping in that Walmart parking lot. And there ain't no way we was not doing any boondocking last night. I wanted heat.
Yep, and we got our propane filled. They're going to be open tomorrow, President's Day, so if their other one empties out, we can always go tomorrow and get that one filled, so we should be good. It only actually costs only $14.74 to fill up that 30-pound tank.
I wish we could. Like the road is covered, and it's only on the westbound lanes of I-10 right here. It only looks like the right lane is the one that is cleared. The left lane, even over on the eastbound side, looks, it's only the right. They're only traveling in the right lane. I don't know if that was the only one that was treated, but it still doesn't even look like I would want to drive on it.
Visibility is going to be lower with the...
But the snow has started.
Yeah. So we'll make some soup in the Instant Pot and be nice and warm.
We're going to binge watch stuff on Netflix. I'm assuming that's what everybody else is doing here.
It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Valentine's Day, and we got home from Walmart. You saw that footage, and Tractor Supply Company. So we got our propane. This is what it looks like right now. It says it's like 90% of snowing. Sure is. And you can see we got snow on the ground. I'm going to take you over to the edge. Those are our vehicles. We're going to go ahead and show you. It's been like this for a few hours now, and it's actually supposed to snow until about 7 o'clock tonight. It's supposed to be down to 30% at 6 o'clock. Or was it 5 o'clock? Maybe 5 o'clock. I think it's supposed to stop snowing. But this morning when I showed you I-10, we have had a few people leave at checkout, which was 11 o'clock. Some RVs left. Ooh, kind of slick. But that's I-10 over there. When I went to the office about 11 o'clock, came back, hadn't seen anybody on I-10 in either directions. I do know that they closed the I-10 in a few spots between Junction and Kerrville. So that was about a close to 100-mile stretch. I just don't see anybody on that I-10 here. It is cold out here. I think temperature said it was 12 degrees, and we are coming in back to our reflection, was cold. Luckily we had a winter coat that we decided to keep and not put in storage, even though it hasn't been worn in years. I decided to pull it out today. Anyways, these are our vehicles. Might get a little accumulation on the slides. We'll check that out tomorrow. But I just wanted to drop a little video. We'll include this, and we will see you. If you like this video, go ahead, give us a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe to our channel if you want to see some future videos, see where we end up at. And you know, if you want to be notified when we send the next video out, go ahead, hit that notification button. All right, thanks, and we'll see you on the road.